For your question, I've been playing around with it, and I think I've probably tapped into about 1% of its capabilities.
Wow.
It's just so capable, or it's either I'm not. I don't know which one it is, but there's just so much more to this laptop. It'll take me a while to really understand its full potential, but I can share with you some of my favorite
There's a lot
features.
to explore for sure, right?
Yeah, I'll just break it down into, I guess, my favorite features. That's probably easier, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so I think first up, would like to do the laptop mode, for example. I start with this because everybody knows what the laptop mode is. This is how you operate, well, ever since laptops were invented. So we have a little video that I filmed. This is what I use it for, but here's a feature. Look at the Copilot. Copilot that was mentioned earlier is inbuilt. Now, this is AI. We all know that we can get this AI elsewhere, but when it's integrated into the whole operating system, the hardware, everything communicates, it becomes like this secret weapon right there at the corner of your screen. It changes the way I research. It changes the way I even write my articles now, because you can literally almost talk to it in real human language and just say, summarize this, find out what the major, let's say, the number one faults of the ZF transmission from 1995 to 2000. And it will search the internet, find that. I don't have to go out, is what I'm saying. Because before I would be writing my article, and what normally happens is I'm researching, so I'll go on Google, and then I'll type that in, and then it'll take me to a website. 30 minutes later, I'm watching a dog on a skateboard, and all my productivity's gone. Because I've left my screen. Now, I can just talk to it and stay in my native word processing screen.
That is truly amazing. The ZenBook Duo is everything you need in one, right? This is a dream of every in two. Well, yeah. But technically, it's in one
It's
device.
in one, I know. I was just punning with it because you got two beautiful screens, 14-inch and both OLED, so it's fantastic. The next mode that I want to show you is the keyboard mode. And so when you need, let's say, the dual screens, and this, I want you to check this out. This is so cool. Okay, pop off the keyboard, lift it up. Oh, this is amazing. Now, look at the eye line. Is more natural. Watch this. I just slide the notes
swiped
down.
it down,
just like
it went right here to
Yeah.
this screen.
like the Matrix, or what did the others, those movies? It just feels so sci-fi. I just slid it down. Now, I want to also point out, again, watch the eye level. Look how natural this is. So now you're not getting the camera from here, where we all look like Jabba the Hutt.
Like that, with a double chin.
Yeah, so nobody wants that, right? Now it's a little higher, it's natural, I've got my notes down there, and then I have all that real estate.
It's great for your neck too, because you wouldn't have to
Great.
just keep looking down like that. And again, that is just such amazing things, everything that you've told us so far, but I'm sure you have your favorite bits. Am I right, James?
Well, we'll
Why
go
don't
to
you
the
talk
next
about
one.
that?
Yes, we'll go to the next one, next mode here, and the next mode is, you want, check this out, all right. So, is this still my slide? Okay,
Wow.
yes, the gesture. So, of course, it's being touch screen, so they communicate like that. So I love having that whole power to do all that. But there are several other modes that I'm really wanting to share with you. I even wrote down my own little notes here so that I could share it with you.
So you don't only get two screens. If you really want to view it, I guess at a larger scale, this can act as one screen on its own. Am I right?
Absolutely, yes. It can work as that. And how this also works very, very well, when you use the two screens, who here has ever presented something in a coffee shop? I'm sure you have, right? I mean, it's a very common thing. We have meetings. It doesn't have to be a coffee shop, but usually what happens is we're sitting across each other talking, and then when I need to present to you something, I have to walk across here, I have to flick over the laptop, and we both have to be awkwardly.
Oh, this is what's
Yeah.
happening. Yeah.
Instead, what I can do, if we can show the sharing mode, I just put it down, and I just drag the screen, see? Boom, now that's a mirror. Whatever I'm circling on here with the Asus Pen 2.0 is also happening on the other side in real time.
So you mean to tell me whatever it is that I'm doing here will translate to the other screen as well?
what you're seeing is what I'm seeing, but we're in the same room, just sharing this one laptop. So I could be saying, I needed to reduce this over here. You're seeing it over there.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. It's just absolutely, it's mind-blowing how game-changing this is when you're doing presentations.
That is so awesome. And earlier you also mentioned the Asus Pen 2.0. Does that come with a device, or is that an extra accessory that we have to pay for?
It comes with a device, and what was amazing is we were using two. Did you notice that? We were using two Asus 2.0 pens, and they were working together. Like I was writing here, he was writing there. What he writes comes out on my side.
Right.
Vice versa. Yes, right. Literally.
The best part is it comes with a device. It comes with a price.
It comes bundled in with the device.
That
yes.
is totally amazing.
Because that's really frustrating when you hear all these wonderful things, and that's not standard for that. So no, this is all standard. This is ready to go. The keyboard's included, and it includes its Asus Pen 2.0. This is magnetic, so you can just flick it over there. And then when you bring up the virtual keyboard, it's just a matter of using like gestures. So you do your six fingers over here. You can see it on the video where you tap 6 fingers and up comes the keyboard there, boom, like that. And that keyboard has its own trackpad. It can be customizable as well. And this is really great because sometimes you might forget the keyboard.
Right, the actual keyboard right here.
You might, because it is an external keyboard. Now, many people here, I see some of my colleagues from the media that have to write a lot of articles, like myself, and I know some people are just really want the physical keyboard. They just can't get used to it. Some people are good with the virtual keyboard, but Asus give you the choice. So sometimes I take it out because I'm playing around with the virtual keyboard, and then I fold it up and I leave it, left it at home. No problem. 6 fingers, up it comes.
Fantastic. And the best part is, this keyboard still comes as a bundle with a laptop. It's not an external accessory that you have to buy.
Absolutely. It's right out of the box, you're ready to roll. Now, this is also another feature that is really incredible. It's the dual mode, or the desktop mode. So if you want more screen real estate, I love doing this like on my stand-up desk, because you get in the habit of sort of not always saying next, stand up, and then it's like, if I'm gonna stand up, you stand up too. So I stand up there we go, I'm in my stand-up desk, and look, it has its own little kickstand, and now I can have not just 2 screens, but if you can see from there, there are 4 screens.
4 tabs,
well,
yeah.
It's 2 of the screens, but you can have 4 different boxes in there. And you see that the one on the right, bottom right corner, that's a picture natively that I have in the computer. And I just drag it along with my fingers, and I slide it to the window up. Maybe we can replay the video. I slide it over, and it's already posting on Facebook.
Wow, you mean you can post from one screen to another?
Yes, you can literally drag it across. So you'll see me grab my finger over there, and there. I just dragged it to the dialog box, or the photo box there on Facebook. And then well, you just have to hit the post button, but what I'm saying is the photo goes straight into where it needs to be prepared to go online and on Facebook. So you're dragging in between screens.
Yeah, that is just so wonderful. I'm a content creator myself, and I usually have a tablet and a laptop in front of me, but now with the ZenBook Duo, I don't need to do that because it's all here. And both screens are OLED, which is fantastic.
I'll get to that to the end because the OLED thing is fantastic. I'm a huge fan, but just to wrap up with the 4 screens, there was a time only like super geeks or people who were really into it could use 2 or 3 screens. But now, even if you're just a regular laptop user, it's now important to have multiple screens. I mean, I've got so much going on. Sometimes I'm writing here, I've got my research over here, I've got a video playing here, and I've got usually the stocks or Bitcoin over here. You're checking, it's gonna drop. You can see it happening in real time. And then we go to the OLED screen. Now the OLED screen is, if you ever tried an OLED screen, whether it's on your television or on your laptop, you just can't go back. Because it really does change everything. Once you get an OLED with a perfect black, because that's usually what defines an OLED screen, is you get that perfect black.
The deep black.
The deep black. None of this grainy, sort of hazy. Now, we just got used to that. But once you perfect that black, every color around that becomes perfected as well, because that's your baseline. So you don't get any leakage. So when you're watching a movie like this, like I sit there and I just pop it open and I go watch a movie, I mean, it becomes so immersive. You put your headphones on, you feel like you're in the theater because the screen size is relative. It's relative to how close you are. I mean, if it's 14 inch, but it's this close, that's an equivalent of 100 inch that's mounted on a wall in some cases. Especially if the sound is immersive like it is here.
You know what? What I really love about this product is that all of the bells and whistles are meant for something. It's not just for the product to look cute or for the device to, you know, just look a certain way to appeal to a certain market. Whatever it offers to you, you will actually be able to use.
In other words, they're putting function before form.
Right.
Now we've got the form, but if it doesn't function well, it's not. But what you're saying is true. It's function before form. Everything has its purpose, and it is very, very useful to what I do.
Yeah, and other than that, this device will really help you with your efficiency. And of course, our devices, we're not meant to stay on them, right? We're meant to be able to be more efficient with our work so that we'll have more time for more important things in our lives, like our families.
Well, as George said, right? It's people who are at the beginning of everything that ASUS do. They focus on the human first, right? So yes, it's true. By building a more powerful computer, something that's more efficient, something that makes it easy to use, it lets us get our jobs done quicker so we can spend time on what really matters, which is usually off the computer with our families, our loved ones. In other words, our Zen time.
Our Zen time. I love